My name's Leah Klinke. I'm the Executive Vice President of Revenue Operations for Hackensack Meridian Health. I was new to revenue cycle back in 2012, and I was learning, what is our mode of operations, like how does a revenue cycle operate? And I found that we had a lot of partnerships with vendors. And I suspected as I was kind of working with those vendors that their performance maybe wasn't exactly what we wanted. You got some complaints about patients going to bad debt. They never received a call, for example. I looked at some of our invoices and I saw some things that I didn't think were quite right. And so I kind of had an inkling that we weren't managing our vendors maybe as closely as we should. And I actually received a call one day and the person was telling me about HealthViews, and I was like, oh my gosh, this is ingenious, and exactly kind of what I was looking at and what I needed. So that began our journey with them. And of course, after further evaluation, found that, our inklings about some of our partnerships were right, that there were some issues there. And ultimately, we learned a ton, about what should we be expecting of our vendors? I think we didn't really know. It was quite an adventure and long-standing partnership. Our whole goal of the relationship was to understand how we should be holding our vendors accountable. So we worked toward that through the first 3 years, is to learn as much as we could about what the standard was, and then redesign the partnership so that we could do some of that ourselves, like taking over the relationship management piece back from HealthViews, but still having the benefit of the analytics and the kind of more data-driven, results-driven information that we could then use in those meetings to make sure that the vendors were continuing to perform at our expected standard. So I joined Hackensack in 2024 and, almost immediately started evaluating, okay, who are we working with? What are our vendors doing for us? And I think it was clear initially that it wasn't clear who we were working with, what the different work was that they were doing for us. And it was really hard to get a complete picture of what those partnerships were. And so of course, immediately I thought of HealthViews and the work that HealthViews had done for us at WVU. We have a clearer picture, I would say, of what our vendor portfolio looks like than we did, I think, when we initially engaged HealthViews, which is great. It was really hard information to get, unfortunately. We've already kind of moved towards prioritizing where we have opportunities and where we should kind of start to look at those opportunities. Over invoicing and some of the invoice practices from the vendors has been one of the initial findings, and definitely have already received some credits back and have other things in the pipeline that we're working on, trying to get the vendors to be invoicing us appropriately according to their contracts. The other thing is just quick opportunities and quick wins on fees. So just looking at our fees and having quick conversations with the vendors to say, we think you can do better, and having them come back with changes in the fee structure to give us some savings right off the bat. So those things have been like the quick win stuff. And then, looking at areas where maybe we have too many partnerships. I think we have 10 bad debt vendors now. So looking at how can we say, okay, we're gonna work with 3 partners. We're gonna take advantage of our scale in order to give more work to these partners that we've selected in order to get better rates. We're a $9 billion organization, so we have the opportunity to get reduced rates based on our volume, but you have to consolidate the work in order to accomplish that. Your vendor management partner should be your best vendor. So I've always found HealthViews to be the best vendor that we work with and the best partner. And so anytime I have something that, even if it's outside of the regular scope of our arrangement, that I need help with, I always feel like I can give HealthViews a call. It's the phone a friend, I guess, that will always be there, just kind of say, have you thought of this? Have you heard of this before? Do you know, is anybody doing this? And really appreciate that phone a friend.